What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a very quick reading on Tomlinson and Zara McDermott, just doing like an energy reading to see like what the current energy between them is. So I'm going to clear the energy from this deck. Alright, Spirit. There's just like so much energy like going through my body right now. Just like I feel it like going up and down, up and down. And then I just smoked and like I have not been able to like taste it until just now. Like I can taste what I smoked, which is very strange. I know Louie is a smoker. Alright, Zara McDermott and Louie Tomlinson. That's the energy between Louie and Zara. Oop, child, I saw her trying to jump out. Oop, and this was what I was trying to jump out too. Energy between Louie and Zara. Okay. Oh, not the Seven of Swords, which is a deception energy. Oh my god. We're gonna have to find out more about that. Okay. What is Zara McDermott's current energy towards Louie Tomlinson? Zara McDermott's energy towards Louie Tomlinson. Okay. Three of Cups. So it's like a celebration card. Like going out, having drinks with friends. So they could be like celebrating something, or she's like celebrating for him. So like there's a lot going on right now as terms of him like getting ready to release music, and he has a festival coming up and stuff. So I feel like she's definitely like gearing up to like be active and participating in this and supporting him. And I feel like she's really proud of him. Alright, and Louie Tomlinson's energy towards Zara McDermott. Seven of Cups in reverse. I'm honestly like, should I take that? Because like I barely shuffled and something flipped over. Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups upright is about having a lot of choices and being confused on like which direction to go. Well, no. Seven of Cups in reverse is the confusion. Seven of Cups upright is like having a lot of options and being like, like not really being able to pick like which option seems best. And like some options are good and some options are bad. Seven of Cups in reverse is kind of honestly similar to Seven Cups upright. It just really harps more on that confusion. I'm actually going to look at the book, Mythic Tarot book, real quick. So I wonder what he's confused about. What is he confused towards her? We'll have to do some, yeah, the Seven of Cups represents the boon and the problem of being confronted with too many possibilities in matters of the heart. Yeah, this book doesn't really tell you like the reversals. I'm gonna look at one of my other decks real quick. I'll be right back. This is the Everyday Tarot deck book, and I just love that it kind of gives like very straightforward answers. So, reverse, you are overwhelmed by choice and are unable to move forward. Reduce your options and focus on what is truly important to you. So I'm really confused how these sevens came up twice. Girl, can you move? Yeah, because it's like What's that about? Alright, so let's put some clarifiers. Like, what is he confused about? Her energy is pretty straightforward. Sorry, I'm gonna have to move these cards out the way right now. Like, the setup is... yeah. Alright. Clarify the Three of Cups, please. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Oh, Lord. Clarify the Seven of Swords. The Moon. Why is there so much confusion in this relationship and anxiety and justice? Honestly, never mind. I'm not taking that just because I didn't say clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse, please. Clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Interesting. Huh. The last time. Nine of Wands. Okay, let's start with Zara. Okay, so Nine of Swords reverse. Nine of Swords upright talks about anxiety, being held up late at night. So in reverse, I think, again, reversals are kind of similar to the upright energy. It kind of focuses on the different, like, problem. Like, Nine of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like you are, like, your issue. Like, you're the reason. Yeah, you are experiencing deep inner turmoil as a result of your thoughts and mindset. Like I said, you're the issue. Fear is stripping you of your life force. Get a reality check and evaluate which fears are warranted and which are not. Release your limiting beliefs, crippling fears, and self-doubt. So that's interesting energy that's clarifying the Three of Cups. Like, why is she, like, her issue right now? When she seems to be, her energy towards him is that she's like, oh, okay, we're piecing it together now. Because I had to go back to what we were talking about with the Three of Cups. She's celebrating him right now, like, but she has a lot of anxiety about his success, or what, about his success, like the future of their relationship. She feels like, I wonder if she feels like he's not gonna have enough time for her. Because it's talking about fears that are warranted and unwarranted. That's like what keeps coming in my head is like fear that he's not gonna have enough time for her. He's out, like, because she knows, like, with everything that's happening, like, in terms of, like, gearing up for this album release and everything, it's very possible that, like, she's realizing, like, just how busy he can be. Yep. That's what I feel with this Nine of Swords in reverse. Because, like, Three of Cups is, like, going out and celebrating and stuff. And then underneath that energy, like, that celebration of him, there's anxiety and fear. Her energy towards him is, like, this happiness and everything for his success. But underneath that, anxiety. Interesting. And then the energy between them, we have the Moon clarifying the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is about deception, like backstabbing. Girl, no! Help. This fucking cat. As much as I love her, don't get me wrong. Not right now, okay? But yeah, so like, it's like, how are y'all even supposed to see the cards if she keeps ducking her little head under her? Yeah, sorry if that sounds harsh, but like, every time I do a reading, she comes over here and tries to sit on the cards and stuff, and the way I have it set up is like, if she comes over here, like, you're not gonna be able to see. And with my cat, like, you have to be stern, because if I just say no, like, she's just gonna look at me like I'm dumb, even though she knows exactly what I'm saying. Excuse me. So the Moon, oh yeah, the Moon clarifying the Seven of Swords. So the Moon is also like a card of confusion. Like, and that's why I'm like, why is there so much confusion in here. What are we confused about? I keep having to reference the book, and that's, you know, some readings are harder than others, to be honest. Like, some readings I look at the cards and I'm like, got it. And some readings I'm like, what is happening? And this one's like that one for me. So, everyday, actually we're not going to look at the everyday one first, because the card is upright. So we're going to look at the book that it came with. Because this book only has upright definitions. The Seven of Swords heralds a time when it is necessary to use guile, tact, diplomacy, and wit rather than strong-arm bullying tactics to achieve one's ends. This may leave an uncomfortable feeling of falseness, but life may require it. Why do they feel like they have to be diplomatic towards each other? Like, why do you feel like you have to be, like, underhanded? Like, this is not a strategy game. It's a relationship. And, like, the moon, it's like illusions, like, and it's kind of like, honestly, the moon clarifying the Seven of Swords makes sense, because the moon is, like, can also kind of be, like, deceptions, or, like, you're hiding things from yourself. Honestly? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Honestly, I think between themselves right now, like, the energy between them is, like, it's still, like, they have a mask on in this relationship. To be honest, like, they still haven't seen, like, the real core of each other, is what it feels like. Because, like, why is there so much you're hiding? Like, that's, see, when the moon, like, how everything has several faces? It's like, why do we have several faces in this relationship? Like, and we're choosing which mask we want to put on. And why are we feeling strategic and stuff? And it's like they're both doing it. It's not like this is on one person's side or the other. Like, they're both playing this game where it's like, oh, I gotta put my best foot forward in this relationship. And, like, it's still kind of early days, but also, like, the honeymoon phase type of thing, like, ends, like, what, 3 months in? And you start, like, dropping your mask? They've been publicly dating since March. So, like, what's that about? I don't know. So then we have on Louis' side, Seven of Cups reversed, like I said, confusion, like not really knowing which direction to take. What did the book say again? It said you are overwhelmed by choice and are unable to move forward. Reduce your options and focus on what is truly important to you. Focus on what is truly important to you. Maybe his energy is just that he's being pulled in too many different directions. Because we have the Hermit in reverse. And the Hermit, you know, is about, like, going on a soul journey. And going, like, really inwards. And, like, reflecting and stuff. And, like, it also can literally just mean, like, this person is, like, you know, hiding. Like, they're in a hermit mode. When it's, like, reversed like this, that's, like, they're out of hermit mode. But honestly, what I feel like is he's avoiding, like, the reflection that he needs to do to figure out the Seven of Cups energy. Because this is his energy towards her. So it's like, what is this avoidance? Like, why does he feel overwhelmed by choice and unable to move forward? I feel like it does have to do with work in a sense. Like, he's being pulled in too many directions and feels, like, stuck. And it's like, what does that have to do with your relationship? Hermit reverse, too, like... If you feel lost or confused, go within. Trust that your path will become clear when you connect with yourself on a soul level. That's what I was, like, saying. There's an avoidance because, like, I'm not feeling like, oh, like, he is out of this hermit mode where he did, like, a lot of deep reflection. I feel like he's avoiding doing this reflection. And it's like maybe there's some things about her that have come up Because, like, again, we have this, like, deception, like, mask situation thing going on. And so, like, maybe there's some things about her that's come up that he's like, I'm not gonna deal with that. I don't know, I want more information. Let me think, what question do I want to ask next? It's like, I don't know. Let me just ask in general. Can we get some more information, please? More information, like what's happening? What's going on? Nine of Cups, okay. So, like, someone's feeling really satisfied. Like, because the Nine of Cups is, like, an achievement. In this deck, it does talk about, like, a union, like a partnership. And, like, the Ten of Cups, because usually the Ten of Cups is, like, that ultimate union, and the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles are, like, the Nine of Cups is, like, wish fulfillment. And the Nine of Pentacles is, like, in a similar vein. But, like, more, like, monetary and, like, being, like, self-sufficient type situation. But, like, Nine of Cups is, like, a wish fulfillment. Okay? So, they do feel like, okay, the Judgment in reverse, so. So, it's like, it feels like a wish fulfillment. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, too. I'm gonna pull a fourth card, and then we're gonna read it all together. And the Three of Wands. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, so Judgment talks about, like, reckoning. Like, it's kind of in a similar vein to the Tower, where, like, a situation happens that, like, it's a lesson that you really need to learn from. With it being in reverse here, that's still kind of giving me that energy of, like, the Hermit in reverse, where there's, like, there's an avoidance. And I feel like it's an avoidance of, like, you're not listening to what your inner guide is telling you. Which is very confusing, because, like, the Nine of Cups is, like, really good energy. But it's, like, the best energy that we've gotten out of all of this. And I'm gonna definitely have to clarify it, because I'm, like, really confused on that. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Like, Three of Pentacles is, like, about like a team effort and, like, reaping, like, the benefit of a team effort, but, like, with it being in reverse, it's like discordance, like, not on the same page. And then the Three of Wands upright is, like, seeing your ships come in. So, like, Two of Wands, the card that comes before it, is, like, setting these, like, plans into motion about, like, what you want to see come into fruition. And then Three of Wands is, like, the fruit of that effort. So it's like we're sandwiched between these, like, positive energies, but in between there's, like, disconnection. So I'm gonna clarify. Honestly, the Everyday Tarot deck is out now, so I'm just gonna use it. Because I feel like we need a different deck. Take a slice. What's this song of the song? Yeah. Okay. Clarify the Nine of Cups, please, Spirit. What is this wish fulfillment that they are feeling, like, from this partnership? Cause why is there so much confusion though? I don't know, like, oh no, I don't know if this deck wants to be used. Nothing's coming out. Clarify the Nine of Cups, please. Oh. Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is like, when you see one of these cups in reverse, like Queen of Cups, King of Cups, especially the Queen of Cups, because that's like emotional manipulation. Because the Queen of Cups is a nurturing individual. Why is there emotional manipulation in this relationship? Emotionally manipulating to get the outcome that you want, which is the Nine of Cups upright. Yep. Nine of Cups upright. You are deeply satisfied with everything you have. The plans have aligned and you have everything you wish for. Count your blessings. Express gratitude for what you've created. This is a wish fulfillment, but you have let your heart rule over your head. Emotions may be overwhelming you. You may be caring for everyone else but yourself. Self-care and self-love are critical. Why do I feel like that's towards Zara? Yeah. Queen of Cups in reverse, so this might be her energy. And it's interesting because, like, I didn't really want this to be, like, her side, his side, in between them, but it kind of ends up being that way. Especially, like, the Queen of Cups is coming out. In reverse. You've let your heart rule over your head. Emotions may be overwhelming you. You may be caring for everyone else but yourself. Self-care and self-love are critical. So I wonder if she's just, like, putting a lot into this relationship and not getting as much back from it. And maybe that's what's keeping her up at night with that Nine of Swords in reverse energy. Talking about how she's celebrating him and she feels like she got something that she wanted with the Nine of Cups. I feel like that's both their energy, like the Nine of Cups energy. But we're coming back to her side again more than his with this Queen of Cups in reverse energy. Talking about you put more... Yeah, because the King of Cups in reverse is more about the emotional manipulation. So this Queen of Cups is talking about you put more energy, which now I'm thinking about it makes sense. You're putting more into this than you're getting out. Yeah. Okay. So let's clarify the Judgment in reverse, please. Clarify the Judgment in reverse, Spirit. I don't want this reading to be that much longer, so we're going to wrap it up. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh, God. What is happening? Now the Ace of Cups in reverse. See, why is reading for them so hard for me? Because it's like, Ace of Cups is like new love, new opportunity, and it's in reverse. A new creative project is calling, but you are not ready to heed the call or go public with your creative pursuits. You're experiencing a flood of emotion, but you're keeping it contained or hidden from others. Because, like, this Judgment in reverse, that's why I was talking about how they're, like, avoiding. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's, like, all leading back to avoidance and confusion. Avoiding seeing, like, what you know is already what's there. Like, you know the situation. Something about this. Something about the energy between them is, like... Yeah, like, you're... Because let's go back to the Judgment card here. Actually, let's go back to the Moon. Connect with your intuition and subconscious mind. You are experiencing the subtle forces of nature, especially the lunar cycles. Allow yourself to flow with these energies. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not what the card's trying to say. This book will tell us. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, to be honest. Where's the Moon? Well, we are here, though. The card of Judgment, when it appears in a spread, augurs a time when the rewards of past efforts appear. This is a period of summing up of a realization of what we have been doing, where we ourselves have created the future that now awaits us. It is an ambiguous card, for it can imply a disturbing confrontation with all our evasions and self-betrayals. The reward is not always a pleasant one, The fool must now answer for his journey, for the time of harvest has arrived, and the mistakes and creative efforts of the past are gathered to form the future. Whatever occurs to the individual in terms of experiences, a card of judgment heralds the end of a chapter in life. But unlike the card of death, it does not imply mourning. Rather, it is a clear perception of the extent to what we have been able to be true to ourselves. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, again, it goes back to the whole avoidance thing, because that's when you know a chapter needs to end, and you're avoiding dealing with it. And that's all on top of the Seven of Swords and, like, moon energy. Which, like, now I'm going to read the moon. We will do, like, a too long didn't read at the end of this, I promise. Okay. The card of, is that Hecat or Hecat? I'm sorry, I'm going to keep going. The moon goddess augurs a period of confusion, fluctuation, and uncertainty. We are in the grip of the unconscious and can do nothing but wait and cling to the elusive images of dreams and the vague sense of hope and faith. Thus the fool waits his rebirth in the waters of a greater womb, dimly aware that his journey of personal development is only a small fragment of a vast, unknowable life that spans millennia. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. It's about confusion. And, like, the judgment in reverse is talking about avoiding an ending that you know needs to happen, and how the reward is not always a positive one. Judgment in reverse. You may be troubled by your past actions and choices, and the consequences for the present. Self-doubt and judgment are holding you back. You are so close to a major shift, you just need to get out of your own way. Clarified by the you need to get out of your own way. You are not ready to heed the call or go public with your creative pursuits. You are experiencing a flood of emotion, but you are keeping it contained or hidden from others. And, like, all this has to do with creativity. Let's keep going. What the fuck? Clarify the Three of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. Honestly. Okay. The Nine of Wands. That's like moving forward really quickly in a direction where you haven't laid the correct foundation for it. That one was easy. Yep, Nine of Wands. It's like it's full speed ahead. Wands energy is like creativity too. It's like, yeah, like I said, full speed ahead in a direction of something that you haven't laid the correct foundation for it. And this is all about the relationship, but why are we getting so much about career and creativity? Clarify the Three of Wands, please, Spirit. Honestly, y'all, I'm not feeling this. To be honest, I just don't feel this relationship. I don't get it. Like, what is happening? Clarify the Three of Wands, please, Spirit. Okay. Page of Wands. Clarify the Wands with the Wands. And now, his clip of his new song is in my head. But she's so bitter, she's so sweet. Lemonade, lemonade. Like, I don't know. I don't like this version of it. Let's go back. Well, actually, you are a free spirit with passion for life. You are filled with new ideas, giving you a feeling of creative restlessness. You feel a strong pull towards using these ideas to start a new phase of life. The spiritual path may be calling you. I just asked for more information, and this is what I got. It's like all the information that I'm getting has to do with like creativity and like career, and also just like rushing towards something that doesn't have a stable foundation. Like, yeah, I feel like that definitely has to do with them. Like, the foundation isn't stable. There's still a lot of, like, unknowns. Like, they don't know a lot because there's a lot of hiding. Like, energies between them. They're hiding from each other. Why can I not find the elusive Three of Wands? Where's the wands? There. The Three of Wands implies a stage of initial completion of a creative idea or project. Good foundations have been laid. Enthusiasm is high, and there is a feeling of satisfaction and optimism about the future potential of the project. But there is also hard work ahead and new plans that must be put into action before the full promise can be realized. My diagnosis? You know what? My prognosis is we're just going to split it down the middle. She's not fully happy with what she thought was her wish came true. It's actually starting to give her a lot of anxiety because he is so focused on his career. And there's a lot of avoidance of what they know to be truths. I feel like the moon is like confusion, but at the same time, you know the truth. Like, it's if you sit back and study and let it flow, like this book was actually trying to say, and let things flow, like, and you, like, kind of quiet your mind, like, you will realize, like, what's the truth. But there's, like, a lot of avoidance in that. Like, why are you being diplomatic and strategic with the Seven of Swords? That's, like, deception. Like, why are you being, like, still putting your best foot forward? And the Ace of Cups is, like, you're being pulled into a creative direction that you're not ready for. Is it possible that they haven't actually done the inner work to be ready for this relationship? Or is this relationship bringing up things that they're avoiding about themselves? Judgment is like facing yourself, like answering, like, for the decisions and stuff that you made, and that's like an avoidance energy. This was so clear. Foundations are laid that you are not stable with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And actually, you know, even though I felt like I had a grasp of that, the clearest out of all the cards, besides the Seven of Swords and the Moon, you are struggling to participate effectively in a team and need to work on your own for a while. If there is a lack of teamwork, hear everyone out and recognize that each team member has something unique to contribute, no matter their experience. Yeah, again, it's just like I said, the Three of Pentacles is about, like, achieving, like, a step in a creative project, like, as a team effort. And, like, when you're talking about this coming out in reverse in a relationship, it's like, again, like, things are not a team effort. Things are not equal. Kind of harping back on this, pouring a lot of energy and emotion into something that you're not getting, you know, what you put into it. And then we have Lily's side, which is like avoiding internal reflection, being confused, but also still, like, rushing towards and putting energy towards, like, creative projects still. Also, like, if we're gonna make this Louis' side and he's coming up as the Page of Wands, it's like kind of like a young, immature energy, while she's coming up as this Queen of Cups. I don't know. I don't know about that. Free spirit with passion for life. You are filled with new ideas, giving you a feeling of creative restlessness. You feel a strong pull towards using these ideas to start a new phase of life. Why do I want to pull more cards? Stop. I said I was going to wrap this up. You know what? We will wrap it up, actually. I'm just going to pull one more card. What's the... You know, we can't really do future with tarot. You know what I'm saying? But, like, right now, in this current energy, with what we're working with right now, because, like, energy can change. So that's why, like, future with tarot is kind of tough. But, like, with the current energy we have, what is the future energy of this relationship? Where are we heading? What's the future energy of this relationship? We'll just do one card to summarize. The Magician in reverse. That's like, the Magician is like a card of like manifestation. Having all the tools in your hands to like alchemize and like, you know, make something happen the way you want it to happen. And with it in reverse, it's like you feel stuck, like you don't have all the tools needed. And it's like, that's the future of this relationship. I keep having to go back to the book because it's like when it comes to this relationship, I'm confused. You are discovering what you wish to manifest without taking action. You're discovering what you wish to manifest without taking action quite yet. You're uncertain if you have the tools you need. Let the universe work out the how while you focus on the what. But in a relationship, I don't know how to feel about that. That's the future energy of the relationship, feeling like you don't have all the tools that you need for the relationship. And then the Eight of Pentacles is reversed on the bottom of the deck. And it's just like, why do I feel like they're gonna keep going anyway? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll just keep playing along. Like, they have their roles in the relationship, you know what I mean? Like, and they keep playing the roles, even though, like, inside it might not actually be completely fulfilling the way they want it to be. But I feel like either way, they refuse to admit that to themselves because in their mind, they won. Like, they got what they wanted. Shh. I don't know about this. Alright, that's what I got.